My name is Adam Godden, Head of Conservation at International Conservation Services. In January 2020, one of the worst hailstorms to hit Canberra caused severe damage to cars and properties and was well covered by the media around the world. Old Parliament House was the seat of Parliament in Australia from 1927 to 1988 and is now the home to the Museum of Australian Democracy. On either side of the main entrance are the coats of arms. On the left is the lion and the unicorn, the royal coat of arms of the United Kingdom. And on the right is the Australian coat of arms. A seven-pointed star representing the 7 states and territories of Australia is at the top, and a shield with the emblems of the 6 states is held by the kangaroo and emu. The coats of arms are around 12 metres from the ground, so I'm using a cherry picker for easy access. Starting on the Australian coat of arms, we start by cleaning down the surface, then stabilising, filling any losses and retouching. The large hail has taken a chunk out of the star, and as I've mentioned, the 7 points of the star are significant. After applying an isolating layer to separate the old from the new, I sculpt a new point by hand, but the cold is slowing down the hardening of the putty and I need to apply it in 2 applications. The first application, I build up the approximate structure. Once this is hardened, I make sure to get a good bond on the surface, then add a second layer of putty and smooth and shape to match the original. I was getting worried the shape was not perfect and drying time is slow in the cold, so the fill is slumping, so I take a mould of another corner just in case I need it. You never know exactly how it looks until you paint and gild the surface. Once I apply the gold, the surface is extremely unforgiving and will show any imperfections, so I spend a lot of time to get it right the first time. The application of the first colour primer goes on, and it's looking good. Then an oil size goes on and I wait for it to harden to just the right point. If I try and rush it and put the gold on too quickly, the size will wrinkle and it won't look any good. If I wait too long, the gold leaf won't stick and I'll have to start over. Now it is just right I can apply the gold leaf. Gilding in windy conditions is difficult. I've lost many a gold leaf in the wind, so I'm using transfer leaf to make my life easy. I've carefully selected the gold leaf colour, which is a 23.5 carat. The slightest difference will show up and look different to the original. As you can see, the surface is too bright, so I'm applying a matte varnish to dull it down and add a layer of protection from the elements. And when we're all done, it's looking good. Time to head down and across to the UK coat of arms. I'm not too sure what to expect just yet, so let's take a look. The good news is there are no major structural losses, just a lot of surface damage to the gilding and paint layer. I'm starting with the damage areas, firstly stabilising, then applying a primer to the naked surface. I could quite happily sit here all day touching in the losses, but the day is getting on and it'll be getting cold soon. I'm lucky Canberra winters, whilst cold, are mostly sunny. I need to keep up the pace or the paints won't dry in time. I'm just applying a nice even layer of oil size over the areas of loss. There is a lot to do and the clouds are rolling in, so I'm feeling a little nervous about the weather. I need the sun to warm the surface for me and definitely no rain. This is transfer leaf. You can see the gold is attached to a sheet of paper Gold leaf comes in different carats, which changes the colour and characteristics. We choose gold leaf outdoors because other metals tarnish over time. Gold leaf is 0.1 of a micron thick. If you stack 1000 sheets on top of one another, it would be as thick as a sheet of paper. Despite its thinness, gold leaf is very expensive, so I try and use every last bit on a sheet. Again, I am applying a matte varnish to dull the surface. I leave the varnish to dry now, and it will drop to a sheen to match the original. Even after, it will take a little aging in the outdoor conditions to drop back and match and blend perfectly over time. All finished and done for the day. Time to pack up. Thank you for joining us on this treatment, and be sure to watch some of our other videos.